All right, so my second one, I decided to do it off of Sleeping Beauty and Maleficent. So
I
the
support
first
this.
attraction is called the Dark Curse. Um, so we're gonna be using the walkway in front of Fantasyland into the castle because I really like how it incorporates the story of Sleeping Beauty. So I'm gonna be leaving that there. Um, so at the end of the walkthrough, we're gonna have a boarding for a four person vehicle. It's really similar to the Forbidden Journey from Harry Potter World. It's gonna be using a bunch of screens as well as like real sets and real props. As you like trans through the story. So basically, you're joining the fairies to try to escape and take out Maleficent, as well as helping with Philip to kill her. The fairies cast a spell on the vehicle, which causes the vehicle to actually float and fly, um, running alongside Philip as he races with the horse to attack Maleficent. From there, we're going to be going into a room that goes into all the thorns where Maleficent starts attacking. And we actually go from these movie screens into real set pieces of full on thorns. And we're going to be hearing like these magical spells that we have to say in order to take them out and continue on our journey. From there, we're going to be navigating into a room with a bunch of giants. As they try to attack our vehicle as we dodge blows and attacks, where we actually go into a room with another TV screen where we actually see her prick the spindle and cause her to fall asleep as the curse gets activated, causing that part of the story to happen. On the outside, we see Maleficent fly outside of the window and actually blows up the castle that we're in. So that whole area turns into full on fire.
Ooh.
Um, and from there, we back off away from the dragon, only to reveal it as a full on animatronic, taking up the entire room, actually blowing real life fire at our vehicle.
Oh, it's
Um,
your old Maleficent.
yeah, it's going to be
That's
similar.
that's a right one.
This is the new one. It's going to be similar to the Phantasmic version of her. So it's going to be super, super big. And I just think it'd be really cool to have.
Mhm.
From there, we're gonna go into another TV screen, and we're actually gonna fly alongside Philip as he kills Maleficent. Um, and it's gonna slowly go back to normal with everyone ending up waking up from the spell, ending with the iconic dance scene the with Philip and Aurora as we leave the ride. So the
Love
first
this so much.
restaurant.
That's
Oh, thank you.
cute.
The first restaurant that I have is called the Feast of Fools from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I love that film, so I wanted to incorporate it somehow because I feel like that has a lot of the same aesthetic and feel to that as well. So it's going to be a kind of Renaissance fair like esque that you're going to be leaving the ride and walking into. So this kind of area is again typical like chicken legs, burgers, mac and cheese, bread bowls. But each of the different drinks is going to be sold in the giant wooden barrels, themed to the old style from that era.
Mhm.
And again, the adults can get like ales and different drinks from there as well. I decided to go with the Dragon's Blood from Armida. And
Thanks.
to piss everyone off, I decided to go with the Burning of Paris
Oh.
from Hunchback of Notre
In the
Dame.
grand in the grand tradition of Paris is burning.
Yep.
Yep.
The second attraction will be a boat ride called the Enchanted Forest, similar to Avatar with all of the magical creatures. But this one has the spirits and fairies. So you're going to go on a boat ride passing under trees and down like different rivers. And you're just going to watch the world as it evolves around you. So you're kind of just watching everything happen. And each time it's going to be playing a different song corresponding to the environment that you're in.
Mhm.
So it's never going to be the same. There's going to be multiple tracks that you're going to go on depending on when you go during the day. At night, it's going to brighten up with a mix between bioluminescence and magic from the fairies, lighting up the trees and casting spells in the sky, creating like little fireworks and other fun effects. And the second restaurant that I decided to go with is the Royal Banquet Hall, similar to Florida's at Epcot. Um,
Arkansas.
The Arkansas Banquet Hall, yes. With the Royal Hall there anyway, with all the meet and greets, I decided to turn it into a sit-down character diner. Only this one is more open-ended and has characters that we don't really see. So I added Merida, Tiana and Naveen, Anna and Kristoff, Mulan and Shang, Pocahontas and John Smith, and Sleeping Beauty and Prince Philip. So I want to have exchanging characters that we don't really get in the parks as well. And during like special times throughout the year, I want to have it so there's characters from other foreign parks that come and actually swap out with the characters in the banquet hall. So you never know who's going to stop by and who you'll be able to see. So that concludes Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty.
Anyone else want to go watch Sleeping Beauty now?
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
All right.
I really like that.
Next. Oh, thank you. That was the one that I felt more strong attachments to, other than Loki.
Is it my turn?
Jared, is it your turn?
I believe it is. Let's see if I can work this. This is my my grand finale, if you will.
Dream a fantastic dream.
I have to start it every time. We're going with Cruella. I specifically live action Cruella because I
Iconic.
love this movie so much. And this is my favorite Disney movie right now because it's so good to me. So of course I had to do a land. For this land, it's also going to be over in Epcot. It is going to be an extension off of the England Pavilion, extending behind the traditional road that we see that's lined with a bunch of houses. Is going to be through an alley, and when you enter, everything gets turned to grayscale. The roads, the buildings, the cars, not one thing is going to have a drop of color. It's all going to be black and white.
Whoa.
And this is when you've crossed into Cruella's domain. Characters for meet and greet include Estella during the day and Cruella after dark, Jasper and Horace, and the Baroness. Additional experiences. I know. Moon Knight gave me the idea to do Estella and then Cruella.
Literally, yes. Literally.
I thought it was so iconic. Additional experiences include a design your own fashion show building. It's kind of like the I don't know what building it's called, but Armida, it's the one with all the movies playing up on the screens. It's like that really big
Animation
building.
Academy?
Yes, it's gonna be like the Animation Academy,
Okay.
only it's gonna be design your own fashion show.
Yeah.
You can design your own clothes, and you can even design and walk on your own catwalk with lights and music of your own choosing. My first ride is going to be Dalmatian Dash. It's an indoor-outdoor roller coaster, kind of like Tron. Your ride vehicle is a classic DeVille, per usual. And when you get strapped in, Cruella, Emma Stone's Cruella's voice, is the safety announcement, and she tells you that you're going with Jasper and Horace to get the Dalmatians. When you take off, you're riding to the song "I Want to Be a Dog." I want to be a dog from the movie. You zip through scenes and landscapes and even out and around the land, pretty much like Tron. But unlike Tron, you go through different buildings once you go outside and you exit. So it's going to be like a bunch of different row houses, townhouses, and there's going to be entrances to all of them on the top, and you're going to be zipping through all the different houses on this roller coaster. You exit the roller coaster in an indoor park/garden where it's completely black and white, and the song "I Want to Be a Dog" continues to play until you exit. It's gonna kind of look like the scene in the bottom left here. That's her park fashion show where she gives this iconic coat look. And that's what that one's going to look like. The next ride is an homage to one of Armita's favorite rides. It's a Cruel World. This is a trackless. It's gonna be fun. This is
Keep
a
going,
trackless.
keep going.
This is a trackless ride where your ride vehicle is once again a classic DeVille. In this ride, you go through more of the story of the live action film. You go through the Baroness's estate and through the streets of London, and even through the Baroness's fashion workshop and fashion shows, including the iconic park scene with Cruella's show going on. When you get to the part where I have to put a spoiler alert in here just in case anyone didn't see it, this is your spoiler warning. When you get to the part where Estella is pushed off the cliff, you do a small free fall. Only mine's more than a foot. Until you're you do that final free fall until you're swept into the final scenes with the Baroness being arrested and Cruella changing the name of the manor to Hell Hall. As you exit the ride, a rock and roll adaptation of It's a Small World is playing, and it's titled It's a Cruel World.
I love that. That's so cool.
Love it.
It's so messed up. I love it.
Amazing.
Now for it's the sit down restaurant, and it's called Baroness Brunch. I did have to use that picture of Baroness. I love
That's a
her
great
biting that
picture.
olive. The signature appetizer is going to be a classic English breakfast, but it's going to be family style. Instead of it being like a normal size plate, it's going to be like a lazy Susan type thing where there's like scrambled eggs and sausage and baked beans and toast and potatoes and like all those things, but it's the amount to feed a family essentially. The signature entree is called the Eggs Baroness.
Oh.
It's a more expensive take on Eggs Benedict.
Mhm.
This dish is served with a crumpet. I'm also going to butcher this name. It's jamón. No, I can't. Jamón
Sure.
ibérico de Bellota.
Okay.
It's
Hamon.
it's pretty much a Spanish ham,
Yeah.
but it's the most expensive ham in the world.
Okay.
Dang. Okay.
It is $4,000 for like
Whoa.
the pig. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
It's also topped with a quail egg instead of a regular egg and hollandaise sauce with edible gold flecked into it. So, it takes that traditional breakfast, but it just makes it a lot bougier.
Sure.
The signature drink is going to be a blood orange martini because, she has some blood on her hands, so why not?
Mhm. Why not?
And it also
Love it.
has gold flecks in it. Now on to the piece de resistance. It is a quick service, however, it is also a drink bar. It is Estella's Pub.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna save the drinks for last because I got a full list. But we're gonna start with Devils on Cadillac. The original, it's a traditional English food item. However, the normal name is Devils on Horseback. I changed it to Devils on Cadillac because I thought it fit better.
Mm-hmm.
It's bacon wrapped dates stuffed with blue cheese and covered in a maple sriracha glaze.
Oh,
She loves her bacon wrapped dates.
I do.
That sounds so good.
The signature entree is shepherd's pie, which is going to be thinly sliced garlic potatoes over minced lamb and vegetables. That middle picture for the YouTube viewers. And the signature dessert is called the Paint It Red Velvet. So it's Paint It Red ... velvet.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a
good.
red velvet lava cake filled with hot white chocolate and chocolate chips to give that Dalmatian look. And now we're
My
gonna
mouth
go
is
down.
watering.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get into the drink menu. The drink menu is where I really pop off.
Oh yeah.
I am ready.
Um,
Let's go.
I'm gonna start with the signature drink. It's a Cruella cocktail. It's called Spots on the Rocks.
Yo.
It's 2 ounces of Kahlua, 4 ounces of Bailey's, white chocolate sauce rimmed inside or rim inside of glass and rim the glass with mocha sauce and add red sprinkles to the rim.
Jazz looks like she's dying
Ooh.
over here.
I
am.
I would drink that. 100% would drink that.
And I had a full villains bar that I decided was going to be this. So the next drink is based off of the Evil Queen. It's called the Apple Bomb, and it's shots.
Yes.
It is an ounce of Jägermeister, an ounce of sour apple schnapps, and a can of Red Bull. So it's like it's a take on a Jaeger bomb, but it's an apple bomb.
Okay.
I would love that so much.
We have a Chernobog drink called Drink of the Dead.
Oh my God.
It's 2 ounces of gin, half a teaspoon of activated charcoal powder, 4 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of lime juice, and 1 ounce of club soda.
Ooh.
Sky is having a moment over this drink menu.
Daddy Chernobog over here.
Ew.
So bad as a kid.
Gross. Please don't ever say that again.
For the Queen of Hearts, we have the Heartbreaker, which is it's a blended drink. It's a cup of strawberries, half a cup of gin, quarter cup of elderflower liqueur, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 1 tablespoon of egg whites, lime zest, and sugar for the rim. We have a Captain Hook drink, which is called the Right Hand Man. It's 1.5 ounces of spiced rum, 3/4 of an ounce of coconut rum, 3 ounces pineapple juice, 1 ounce cranberry juice, and gold luster dust.
Ooh, gold.
More gold. We have a Maleficent drink that's called the Briar Patch. It's 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of blue curacao, an ounce of sweet and sour mix, an ounce of grenadine, and an ounce of cranberry juice. We have an Ursula drink called the Poor Unfortunate Soul. It's 1.25 ounce of vodka, 3/4 ounce of coconut rum, an ounce of blue curacao, half an ounce of lemon juice, and 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. We have
yes.
We have the Jafar drink, which is called the Cobra's Lamp. It's 2 ounces of Arak, which is traditional Middle Eastern hard liquor. It was one of the few that I could find. There's also an ounce of grapefruit juice, 2 ounces of cranberry juice, half an ounce of lime juice, and half an ounce of grenadine. There's a Hades drink called the Brimstone Brew. It's half an ounce of blue curacao, 2 ounces of tequila, a dash of bitters, an ounce of grapefruit juice, and a dash of liquid smoke to get that little Hades flair in there. There's Dr. Facilier. It's Bad Voodoo. It's 2 ounces of spiced rum, 1 ounce of cherry bourbon, 1 ounce of white chocolate liqueur, and it's topped with ginger beer. And to finish it off is my favorite cocktail name that has ever been created. It's a Scar cocktail, and it's called the Cliff Knocker.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
It's 2.5
Long
ounces.
live the king.
Oh God.
Ah!
Exactly. It's tiptoeing in Sky territory.
Rip Mufasa.
That is tiptoeing into Sky territory.
It's 2.5 ounces of gin, half an ounce of dry vermouth, and half an ounce of olive brine. And that's the drink menu.
So yeah.
The important
open this.
question.
Yes.
Can you make these? Can you make these? Can we try them?
Yes. Another
Yes.
reason why you should come back with us in November. Just stay there.
So we can just
try all-
buy a full bar.
No, you should just drop this drink menu into our chat. And then we should just do a full on like TikTok
Taste test.
live or Instagram live of just us doing the
Ooh.
drinks.
Yeah. I mean, like my dad's always trying
Absolutely.
new drinks too. So
Sounds like a good idea.
mhm.
I'm really down actually.
Dream a fantastic dream after dark.
Yes.
So it's drink a fantastic drink.
Drink.
Ah!
Oh.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, since it's live, it's Stream a Fantastic Stream.
Stream a fantastic stream.
Okay, but that was the end of my Cruella. That is my baby right now because I love her so much.
That was great.
Incredible.
Mhm.
Incredible.
All
And
right.
finishing us off strong is Emmy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Jared, I feel like I have more of stuff to go off on this one because it is Robin Hood, and Robin Hood is, like I said earlier, it's been my comfort movie since I was a child. Literally, I'm aging myself here, but whenever I went to Blockbuster, that was the only movie I would ever get.
Aw.
It's such a good movie though.
It is, yeah. So mine is called The Legend of Robin Hood, and it would be like a trackless dark ride that takes you through the movie. So you would actually start in the heart of Sherwood Forest and make your way through. But once you get to the chaos that is the archery tournament, then that's where things kind of go crazy. So the vehicles would actually start moving faster and making sharp turns here and there. Also, sudden stops with quick spins, so it feels like yourself that you were part of the chaos and running from the guards. And then it just slows down from there as everything progresses into the rest of the movie. So for, I guess an attraction would just be like meet and greet with the characters, and then for the restaurant idea, I decided to call it Robin's Hideaway, and very much like Robin and Marion in the movie, they enter the restaurant from behind a waterfall.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
yay.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's cool.
And then so the dining room would be a sit down restaurant. So the dining room would be themed with like trees and plants and all things nature. And there would also be little references as nods to the movies here and there as decorations. You'd also be able to try one of the pies that's actually thrown at, I can't remember who it was, if it was Nutsy or Trigger. But those pies have always looked good to me, so I wanted to try them.
Mhm.
Yes.
Love that.
I couldn't figure out what else to do for like food menu wise, but as we were sitting here talking about drinks, it kind of like I had an idea of like maybe one of them would be something like the Golden Arrow, which would be like a golden ale.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Love Goes On, which is like one of my favorite songs in the movie. It would be like on the sweeter side, like a cocktail or something.
Mhm.
I like it.
Yes.
Oh, I also forgot to add that
Yes.
while you're going through the movie, the ride, you would also hear songs from the movie like Phony King of England and Oodle Lolly from like the first half of the movie.
Aw.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was really fun. Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for
of
like
course.
just being a part of this.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
I
We
do
Yeah,
love
want to
having
anytime.
friends on here.
what this is gonna be like a fire round. What
Ooh.
were two of your favorite ideas, each of you guys? So you can't choose your own, but what two were your what like stood out to you? What was your favorite, or and like what would you want to see in a theme park? Jared, I'm gonna start with
That
you.
villain bar.
Yes.
Oh wait.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm spacing. Can we say who we did again?
Yeah,
I
Armida
did
did Encanto.
Encanto and Monstropolis.
Mm-hmm.
Brave and Robin Hood.
I did Hawkeye and Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
And I did Loki, and I did Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty.
Mhm.
And then,
And then
Emmy,
Grayson
what?
did Kingdom Hearts and Percy Jackson.
Mm-hmm. And Emmy's was Robin Hood. And what was the first one? I'm spacing.
Brave.
Brave. That's right. And then Emperor's New Groove and Cruella, but I don't get to pick those. Starting with me. Oh no. Probably Percy Jackson and Robin Hood.
Okay, cool.
Those ones were impeccable in my opinion. I think Disney needs to embrace that they bought Percy Jackson and that they have Percy
Yeah.
Jackson. So give me something with Percy
Absolutely.
Jackson.
Grace and
Yeah.
Jazz and I are actually going to bring our Percy Jackson cosplays to Disneyland. So
And then Robin Hood, I could envision that restaurant. I'm sorry, Sky and Armida, but I could envision that restaurant, Animal Kingdom, wiping out Rainforest Cafe.
I was gonna say Le Cellier, but that hurts a lot.
No.
Um,
He's
Uh,
offended now. He's
well, thank you
offended
guys so
now.
much
It's
for
okay,
listening. To
No.
You could.
yeah, if you
That's
could.
how it is. Okay.
Sky, what was your top two?
Um, oh, I gotta go with Emperor's New Groove for sure.
Yeah.
That's like always been one of my favorite films.
Baby Splash Bash.
Yeah, when we did that, that was fun. When we worked on it, and probably Inside Out because I just love that film so much, and it would work so well behind Pixar Pier.
Right?
And it would connect really well with the hotel that's going there. So, yeah, Inside Out. Armida.
Armida.
My favorites. I think I would have to do Emperor's New Groove. Sounded like a lot of fun. And Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh.
Is
Okay.
cool.
Emmy.
Obviously Percy Jackson, being the Percy Jackson fan that I
Yeah.
am.
Yes.
Also I would have, oh man, this is tough. I would have to go with Emperor's New Groove.
Dude, Emperor's New Groove is killing it right now.
Oh yeah. And
Apparently.
with
Kind
the
of surprises me.
Splash Splash, I was like questionable because I'm the type of person who does not like getting their clothes wet when they go down like water rides. I would
Mhm.
totally do it for that one.
And Jazz.
Ooh. I think the whole Cruella one was really, really good.
Yes.
And then it'd be a hard toss up between Encanto and The Sleeping Beauty
Yeah.
because I love
Yeah.
both of those movies and both of those ideas were super solid.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I think we just want all of them. Like
Yeah.
Disney, buy a
Absolutely.
country,
Like
buy a country, make it a Disney
all of
country.
our ideas were just
A Disney country.
The whole
Disney country. Every
all of us
Disney
Disney
movie
adults
has
would
its
go live
own
there.
town.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love that idea.
Right. So before we call it, if you guys could, do you want to drop your socials so they can follow you? I'm obviously going to shout you out on my channels and everything, but still I want
Oh,
them
yeah.
to know where to find you. Because you guys did amazing tonight, so I would love that.
Jess, do you want to go first?
I'll go ahead and go first. I am Jazz D cosplay on basically everything. So JAZZD cosplay.
All right. And I am on TikTok, I am Emmy_J1098. And on my Instagram, I am Emmy_J98.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining and playing along with us. It really means a lot to me. Again, I really want to do this more.
Absolutely.
And you guys have the
Oh,
trip coming up
anytime.
in November. So I do want to do a big episode, just diving into the trip report, Universal, Disneyland, your first time at Christmas, your first time, Emmy, in general to Disneyland. It's gonna be really, really cool.
It'll be the best time.
I'm super stoked for it. And then we're also
I'm
gonna
gonna leave my gremlin energy behind for
I
everyone
will
to feed off of.
we're also gonna do what was it? Not D23. What was the costume thing?
Oogie Boogie.
No, in November.
Dapper Day.
November.
Oh, Dapper Day.
Dapper
Right.
Day.
Dapper Day.
Dapper Day.
Yes.
Winnie
So
the
we're
Pooh
gonna
Dapper
go to the
Day.
expo. And that's gonna be really, really cool. I don't know. Do you guys want to do a group theme, or are we gonna just do individual?
I'm fine with
I
anything.
thought we had decided on Winnie the Pooh for Dapper Day, but maybe I was wrong.
Oh, I was thinking about the Fab Five or the Super 8.
Okay.
Super
Oh,
eight.
we had talked about that too.
Yeah.
The
We
Fantastic
had talked about
Extreme.
that too.
I think it would be fun if we did like one big episode when like everyone's together.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yo, I could bring the stuff and we could all record either from the hotel room or we can do it from the Grand Californian if you want to do it
Mm.
from the Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay. Yeah. But with that, thank you all for watching. Go check out the Redbubble merch store. Lots of stuff is going up there. Not only this episode, but we are also dropping another episode in the next couple of days that we did a few days ago, where we did a really cool draft episode, kind of like a an auction for the Disney parks, attractions, food, and character meet and greets and stuff like that. It was pretty fun. Is there anything else, Jared? Are we good?
I think I know he wasn't here, but his ideas were here. I want to shout out Grayson as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's the bullet shot hero. That's his tag on
Bullet
No,
shot
just
everything.
hero.
Yes.
bullet shot hero.
Just bullet shot hero. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So go follow him too. He has amazing ideas.
Yes,
He has amazing
please.
cosplays.
And I'll be dropping all of their ads
Thank
in
you.
the description below, on YouTube, on Apple Podcast, and on Spotify. So you'll be able to find them there, and links to each of their platforms. But with that, dream a fantastic dream.